That's the thing. It's the age-old question. They're always talking about, is it quality of social media content or is it quantity? You know, if you ask a social media marketing guru or one of those people that we'll see in your Instagram feed, they're going to say post 5 times a day on TikTok and have 5 different TikTok accounts. Post 5 times a day on Instagram, have 5 different Instagram accounts. You're going to have all these different accounts and they're going to want everything to be posting 5 times a week, 5 times a day, 3 times a day, whatever. Then you have people on the other side of the spectrum that maybe they're CMOs in a startup, or maybe they're a marketing manager, maybe they work with franchises. They're going to say something like, you know, I want you to post just once a week, or I want you to post twice a week and make that content really potent, right? And I like to say this, start with volume. Here's why. If you start with volume, if I post 100 pieces of content in a month, I can then, and this is the mistake that people make, they look at that 100 pieces of content and they're like, oh, I didn't get any results from that, or maybe I got a few results, but I don't know where they come from. That's the trick. You start with volume and then you dwindle it down into quality. So for example, if I put out 100 pieces of content, I know that majority of the videos for my Dami Okudara YouTube channel that get the most views are podcasts and me talking in front of a whiteboard, breaking down, you know, how a business can grow organically. So I was able to figure that out from making 50, 100, 150 videos and posting it on the YouTube channel. But if I didn't start with that volume, I wouldn't have known what would have worked. So now I can more potently create more quality related content that's going to feed my audience. But that's only because I put out a large volume of content initially. So the irony is that social media, it's a game of both. And I don't say that in the generic sense, I say that in the mathematical sense. If you post a lot of content, let's just say your first goal is to post 100 pieces of content on each platform, then you're going to be able to better figure out, based on these trends, this works really, really well for this platform. I know on LinkedIn, a picture of me like in random nature or sitting down, and then like a story that I learned about networking or like making a certain amount of money by 21 or 22 or 23 or 24. Those are the things on LinkedIn that people love, that kind of like, I feel like I'm directly learning about Dami's character and his story. But on YouTube, as I said, it's podcasts and whiteboard videos. On Instagram, it's podcast reels. So if you don't have the reflex to say, Dami, this is what's trending, this is what's popular, then like you're going to lose the social media game because it's way too competitive. And at the end of the day, as Ty Lopez said, the only things that are going to be standing in business in the next 10 to 20 years are 2 things, AI and personal brand. So if I were you, I would first of all get posting. I would just get into the game, try videos, try images, just get the thing pumping out there. And then with time, you're going to be able to dwindle that down and have your own formula that works specifically for your company or for your brand. So it's a game of steps, not and or. It is start with volume and then it is lean into quality. And ideally, once you have a big enough team or you have a great enough system, you can also get a large quantity of that quality. And that's when things really start to pick up. All right, let me know if you guys found this valuable. I'll tap in with you later on. Like, subscribe, share, comment.